What up, B Squad? It is your boy JB, and I am here today, you guys, with a brand new review for The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, you guys, season number 13, episode 6. This episode is titled Ring Around the Rumor, you guys. Now, before we go ahead and get into it, if you guys are watching this video or any other video on the channel, and you guys aren't subscribed yet, then I need you guys to do me a solid favor and stop taking me out on this date and having me pay for it at the end of it. You guys know the routine. You can do me that favor by liking the video, subscribing to the channel, turning on your post notifications, and sharing the video, you guys. And with that out of the way, without further ado, let's discuss The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, shall we? All right, you guys. So with this episode, the individual scenes in this episode weren't a whole lot. The end of the episode is where the shit got kicked off, and this was a supersized episode, you guys. Because I was watching it last night, I'm like, I was 30 minutes in, and I was looking at at the guy, when you were fast forward and rewind and stuff, and I was looking at it, I'm like, wait a minute, I'm at 30 minutes, but it don't even look like I'm getting close to an hour. Then I finally thought about it. I'm like, wait a minute, this is a supersized episode. I was like, okay, cool, it's fine. I was like, oh, and I think that this episode, I will say, I do believe that maybe this episode deserved to be supersized because the shit got kicked off at the end. So let me know. So yeah, you guys, before we go ahead and get into it, if you guys are watching, did I already say that? I think I already said that. But yeah, you guys, let's talk about it. Now, the first scene, and I guess we'll talk about the scenes that didn't give me that much. And I guess the first thing will be Erica. Now, with Erica, like I said, her scene, it didn't give a whole lot. It wasn't much to it. We see Erica, and she is meeting up with a new manager. She's letting us know that she fired her publicist. And you guys remember last season that Kyle had brought it up to her about the Kathy situation, that it was her publicist that she shares with Nikki that had leaked everything to the press, right? So Erica is saying that she no longer works with him, but she maintains a relationship with him. And I was like, okay, that's very interesting, but girl, knock yourself out, do what you do. I don't really care one way or the other, right? So they're trying to rebuild her brand at this point. And let me be the first to say it, right? I've said it plenty of times before, and I will repeat it one more time. When Erica first joined The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, Erica was my girl for sure, for sure. I rocked with Erica. I was all about Erica Girardi. But at this current time, I ain't really feeling it. Over the last 2 seasons, I have not been the biggest fan of Erica. The way that she's talked when it came to the victims and everything, it just really turned me off to Erica. So Erica's a no for me. And I wouldn't go see Erica if you gave me a free ticket to go see Erica. I would tell you to keep the ticket. I literally would tell you to keep the ticket. Do I wish the best for Erica? Honestly, yeah. I don't wish negative or ill will against anybody. But I still more specifically care about those victims than I do Erica and Tom. I know at this point she's trying to separate herself from that. I did notice that the woman that she's working with did say, we gotta take accountability for our part in it. And I was like, that's interesting. But I was like, girl, I don't think Erica's gonna do no shit like that. Erica is all about Erica. But maybe she will. Maybe Erica will have a come to Jesus moment. And, again, I've said it plenty of times and I'll stress it and reiterate. Do I think Erica knew the depth of what Tom was doing? No. She was benefiting from it. She was reaping the benefits of what he was doing. So I don't think that she knew everything, but I do know probably at some point in time she probably had some questions about where the money was coming from. Just, my thoughts and opinions. Pausing here, moving forward. Next up, you guys, Garcelle. We see Garcelle, and she's sitting down to dinner with her son, Jax, right? So she told Jax how, he hurt her feelings when they were at the beach. And, she was telling him how she feels like he blamed her. He wanted her to keep the family together despite what was going on with his dad and her. Now, one thing that he said, he knew damn well. I was like, wait a minute, how old is this kid? Like 15, 16 years old? I wish I could at 15 or 16 years old say any kind of word, damn, hell, bitch, fuck, slut, shit, any of this in front of my mama. My mom would have slapped the shit out of me if I said, I know damn well it was daddy's fault. She would have looked at me like, nigga, what did you just say? Nothing, nothing. I'm sorry. Like at 15 and 16, yes, I was cussing at 15 and 16, but I definitely wasn't doing it in front of my mama's face. Do you guys, I'm gonna tell you guys when felt, I didn't feel comfortable, but I was like, she can't really just touch me like that. I didn't really start cussing in front of my mom until I was 20 years old. It would slip when I was 18 and 19, but it wasn't until I was like 20 that I was like, and I wouldn't say shit, it went until I got 25, until I started saying shit and fucking stuff. Cause and it wasn't, so when it comes to like shit, fuck, and bitch and stuff like that, it wouldn't be things that I would try to intentionally say in front of her. It just come out like word vomit, and that would be what happened. But, as far as 15 and 16, just to cuss in front of her, bitch, I wish I would. Now, he did tell her that he knew, like I said, that the reason for the dissolution of their marriage was his father. And he said he looked it up and he found out when he was 8 years old. And that is a crazy thing when you think about it, especially with these celebrity kids and the things that their parents have done, that at some point when they get older, they're going to be able to Google and find that stuff, especially like when it comes to, people who record themselves in intimate acts, right? You don't think about it in the moment that you may want to have kids, and then you just record that shit and upload it, and then when you have kids, you be like, fuck, what was I thinking? My kids are going to one day be able to see that online, because once you put something online, it's out there forever. It doesn't go away. It might be hard to find it, but if you do a quick Google search of your parents or anybody, you'll probably find it, right? But that's neither here nor there. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section below, you guys. We'll pause here and move forward. All right, you guys. So next up, we got Sutton. So she and Garcelle, they had dinner with each other, right? And, they were talking about Vegas. And Garcelle was talking about how it was so random that the elevator opened and Erica's friends happened to be there. And I 100% do agree. I do agree with her in that aspect, that I absolutely do agree with her in that it was very odd that door opened and Mikey then was on the other side. I do give them that. And she told her, well, when she told Kyle was, defending the situation. And I was like, was Kyle defending it, or did Kyle just say, I don't remember, but it is what it is, right? And so the thing that I have an issue with at this point is the fact that we keep talking about the fact that Kyle is losing weight and Kyle isn't drinking. Is that such a bad thing that Kyle decided to get her life in order and get healthy? Is that a problem? I'm so confused by that. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below, you guys. What I did find hilarious was when Garcelle said in her interview that, because they were talking about Kyle's ring, right? And when she said she doesn't notice jewelry, but she does notice that after the robbery, Dorit still had her rings. I was like, ooh, shady. Shady, 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 shady. And I love it. And so the next thing we had with Sutton was her and Dorit meeting up with the matchmaker. Couldn't care less about that scene. It was boring as hell to me. They both gave their take on Sutton. I thought it was hilarious when Sutton was talking about what that one man was wearing in his pictures. But I was like, Sutton, the clothing that you wear is just as horrendous as that. So pot meets kettle. Let's pause here, you guys, and let's move. All right, you guys. So the next scene, we're going to talk about Kyle. So Kyle opened the episode and closed the episode, you guys. Now, the first scene with Kyle, we see Dorit and Crystal. They went over to her home, right? And Kyle, what I was about to say something about Kyle's mail, but shit, I can't talk because I ain't been to my mailbox in about a month. So I don't know what's in my mailbox and I don't know what's not in my mailbox. So I ain't got no room to judge, Kyle. Um, they did talk about what happened the night before. So the night before was Garcelle's premiere of her film, and Dorit is telling them that she sat down and she apologized to Garcelle. So then Kyle tells them about her talking to Sutton, and she reenacted Sutton. Sutton, here's your chance. You can apologize. I love Kyle actually did a really good job because she really got it down with that situation with Sutton. Now, what I will say is, I don't like this conversation because of the implications. And you guys know I'm not a Sutton fan, but you guys know how I am. I can defend right when it's right, and I can call out wrong when it's wrong. And in this particular moment, I think that Kyle is wrong. I really do. And I think Dorit is wrong. Now, yes, they talked about how Sutton can go from 0 to 100 quick, right? We've saw that and with her. But the thing, like I said, that I did not necessarily like was the implication that Sutton may have a drinking problem. And although Crystal did semi-defend her in this scene, she didn't defend her the way she was in her interview, because she was talking about, Dorit, we know you'll drink whatever drink. Remember, whatever drink it is, Dorit, like, she likes the carcass out, right? And Kyle, you just stopped drinking, so he without sin cast the first stone, basically, right? And what I will say is, I really wanted for the Crystal in her interview to be the Crystal in this scene, but that's not necessarily what we got from her, and I didn't like that. I wanted Crystal to be, say what she said in her interview to Kyle and Dorit. And so, she, like I said, she did say something, but it wasn't to the extent that she said in that damn interview. I wanted that Crystal to show. I need that Crystal. The Crystal that I want to show up is the Crystal that we met that said to Sutton, tell me you're not that girl. That is the Crystal Kung Meekhoff that I want back. I want that Crystal. I want that Crystal to show up. Speaking of Crystal, I'm segueing just a little bit, but it's so funny because I was thinking about Crystal and her going off in the trailer. The thing about Crystal, and this ain't even about Crystal. This is about the new girl, Anne Marie. We were supposed to be introduced. I thought we were supposed to be introduced to Anne Marie in this episode. We weren't really introduced to Anne Marie in this episode. But again, I'm going to talk about Anne Marie when we get to the party. Now, we see Kyle, right? So Kyle is getting yet again another tattoo. And if you guys don't have tattoos, you guys don't know what it's like to get a tattoo. It is very addictive once you get your first tattoo. It's very addictive. You guys see, I have this tattoo right here. I have a tattoo on my neck. I have this tattoo right here. I have one on my leg. And I want some more tattoos, right? I want a sleeve on one side of me. I want some more tattoos. It's very addictive. But Kyle, how you doing? Shout out to Wendy Williams. I hope Wendy is okay. But how you doing, Kyle? Because Kyle, you have a girl crush. Let's keep it a buck. You got a big old lesbian crush. If you guys don't know where that reference came from, it came from Mean Girls. Love that movie, by the way. So, like I said, Kyle's getting a tattoo, and guess who showed up to the tattoo shop? You guessed it, Morgan Wade. Now, I don't know nothing about. Let me keep it real with you guys. And I love country music, right? I'm a big country music fan, but I had no idea who Morgan Wade was until this season of until Beverly Hills started filming, and we started seeing Kyle with her more and more. But when Morgan walked into that damn tattoo shop, baby, Kyle's face lit up like a Christmas tree. And then did y'all see when she hit Morgan? I was like, oh, Kyle, you flirting with her. But it was cute, you guys. So Kyle is talking about this party that she's going to have. So it's going to be a THC CBD party, dinner party, right? I was like, that really does sound interesting. I would love to do that. Oh my God, you guys, that is gonna have to be a story time that I'm gonna have to give you guys at some point. My first time ever popping the edible, it was an experience, and it was a fun experience. Kind of fun, kind of not. Now, when Kyle got home, she showed Mauricio the tattoo, right? And he was like, Love Bean. I'm like, oh my God, Mauricio, please stop calling her Love Bean. He wants to see it. He was like, I'm like, wait a minute. It's in a spot. You guys are married. He was like, the way he was talking about it, it's like he ain't gonna never see that tattoo. I was like, ooh, Love Bean. Love Bean. When last time I had sex? That ain't my business, but I'm just, inquiring minds, but just wondering. Kyle, when was the last time you slept with Mauricio? You know, I mean, y'all know the rumor is currently that he was messing with his partner on Dancing with the Stars. That is alleged. I don't know that to be factual. I don't know that to be truthful. But that is the rumor that Mauricio is messing with the girl that he was dancing with on Dancing with the Stars. Allegedly. Did you guys watch What Happens Live last night? Kathy and what's her name? Kathy and Paris weren't there. It seems like Kathy and Kyle are in a good space because she says that she does text Kyle. She said that she was there when Kyle got one of the tattoos because Kathy got a tattoo, and they did it at her house. I was like, and Kim was there. I was like, Kim. I know everybody always says is they want Kim Richards to come back. And you guys, my thing with Kim Richards, I like Kim Richards, but I don't, again, for me personally, I just want Kim to be healthy. And the last time that I saw Kim on the show, she wasn't healthy. Just me being for real with you guys. Now, let's get to the party. It was all women except for Justin from E! Him and Faye Resnick were the first to show up, you guys. I crack up every time I think about Faye. The morally corrupt Faye Resnick. Shout out to Camille for that one. Anne-Marie showed up, and literally we just were introduced to her, and that was pretty much it. Sutton arrived with Cynthia Bailey from Real Housewives of Atlanta. Hey, Cynthia girl. And baby, when Sutton arrived, Sutton was a shade fest last night, right? She was talking about Dorit loving PK, so she should lower her standards, I think she said. She was talking about the dress that Anne-Marie had on and about the fact that they still make it. I said, well, I'd be damn Sutton. I was thinking the same thing. That dress was not in style. Crystal called Anne-Marie. She said the bitch is nosy and they have mutual friends. Camille and Denise arrived together. Now, if you guys don't watch Beverly Hills, go back and watch season 9 of The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills and go back and watch the reunion. The last time we saw Camille, her and Denise were going at it with each other, and Camille had hopped up off that couch, was trying to get that damn microphone off of her, but inadvertently she was taking her whole fucking dress off. Camille was damn near naked trying to get that fucking microphone off of her. I will never forget it. So like I said, Denise and Camille came together. Now what I will ask is, was Denise drunk? Because Denise was on something, because she was all over the place, a little loopy. Faye and Camille hugged each other. And the funny part was they were sitting in front of each other. I was like, who made that seating arrangement? Kyle did mention Allison Dubois with the e-cigarette woman, right? From season 2 of Beverly Hills, that told Kyle that Mauricio would never fulfill her. Well, was she lying? Never mind, neither here nor there, right? Now, Faye got up and moved, switched places with Justin. And so Kyle and Sutton, they went and sat down. Now, what I will say about you, Kyle, was I like you, Kyle, girl, but you were definitely insensitive to Sutton. Sutton was talking about the fact that her ex is getting ready to move to London. And now granted, I got what Kyle was trying to say. You're talking about something, but it didn't happen. So, but I can get Sutton being upset about thinking that her ex-husband is moving, potentially taking a son. Now, when she was talking about the child support, I was like, now, Sutton, you said you're getting more money. Sis, what's wrong with that? But she was talking about the courts. I was like, shit, I don't give a damn. I wouldn't give a damn. More money means more money out of his pockets, not my pockets. So it is what it is, right? But they got into it, and They eventually left the room. So when they got back to the table, somebody asked where was the hostess. Sudden said probably in denial somewhere. I hollered when she said in denial somewhere. Now, when Kyle came back to the table, uh, Dorit whispered to her, "Are you okay?" She said, "No." I was like, "What?" Kyle called her a bitch. So then here's the thing, you guys. This is where I kind of got lost in the sauce, right? Because I don't necessarily understand this because for me personally, it wouldn't be something that I would necessarily do. And you guys know I have my best friend. We've been friends for almost 20 years, right? If I notice that something is wrong with my best friend, if I notice some changes in her patterns, then I will say like, "Hey, bestie, are you okay? Is everything good with you?" And if she tells me yes, I'll leave it at that. And then I'll leave the door open. I'm like, what if if something's wrong, right? You can come sit down, talk to me, and we can have a conversation about it. But that's if something's wrong, definitely feel free to, talk to me. I'm your best friend. I'm here for you. But it's like Sutton is like a dog with a chew toy and a bone that that it doesn't want to let go of, right? And so Kyle was like, "Whatever you're trying to say, Sutton, spit it out." And so Garcelle said, "It's about your marriage." And they were like, "Huh?" They were like, "Yeah." She's like, "Yeah, it's about your marriage." And that ring you got on. She's like, "Oh, this ring that I bought." And Garcelle was like, "Yeah, because we thought it was, because my husband bought me a diamond necklace that is a cross, right, for him having his affair." And so suddenly Kyle was like, "Is that what you think, that my husband is cheating on me and he bought me this ring?" And Camille was like, "Well, shit, my husband bought me cars, Aston Martins." I was like, "So what now? Kelsey bought you what?" I mean, we all know Kelsey was a complete total piece of shit. If you guys watched the earlier seasons of Beverly Hills, you will see what a piece of shit he was to Camille. Glad she got away from him. But that was it, you guys. Like I said, I don't really 100% understand why we're so. I know that it's for the show, but as a friend, I'm not going to dig and pry into my friend's life. If my friend tells me that everything is okay, if my friend, is saying that, I'm gonna choose to believe my friend until my friend feels comfortable enough to come to me and say, "Hey, this is going on. Mo is doing this. I'm not happy with Mo right now. Da 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 da." I'm not gonna poke and prod. That's what it feels like they're doing, but it's part of the show, and I'm not. I mean, let me clear this up. I ain't mad about it because it's getting the shit started. But let me know what you guys thought about it down in the comment section below, you guys. Subscribe to the channel, turn your post notifications, and share the video, you guys. Until the next time, stay safe out there. Take care of yourselves. Wash your hands. Be blessed, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.